Property and Casualty Exam Prep GA.
Question 1. The most common cause of distributive shock is Option A. Anaphylaxis. Option B. Neurogenic injury. Option C. Sepsis. Option D. Adrenal crisis.
The correct answer is option A, only medical payments.
Sepsis is by far the most common cause of distributive shock. In this rotation, D is the correct position. Question 2. A patient with a spinal cord injury at T1 develops hypotension and bradycardia. The nurse suspects Option A. Hemorrhagic shock. Option B. Neurogenic shock. Option C. Cardiogenic shock. Option D. Anaphylactic shock.
The correct answer is option B, a car theft.
Neurogenic shock results from loss of sympathetic tone, causing vasodilation, hypotension, and unopposed parasympathetic activity, bradycardia. In this rotation, A is the correct position.
Question 3. A claims-made trigger means coverage applies when Option A. The injury occurs. Option B. The claim is first made against the insured. Option C. The policy is purchased. Option D. The premium is paid. The correct answer is option C. The policy is purchased. Claims-made policies are triggered by the making of the claim. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 4. A valued policy pays. Option A. Actual cash value at the time of loss. Option B. The full policy limit regardless of actual value at time of loss. Option C. Replacement cost with depreciation. Option D. Only the market value. The correct answer is option A. Actual cash value at the time of loss. Valued policies, used for fine arts, antiques, pay the agreed amount specified in the policy. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 5. What is the term for a condition that increases the likelihood of a loss occurring? Option A. Peril. Option B. Risk. Option C. Hazard. Option D. Indemnity. The correct answer is option C. Hazard. A hazard is a condition that increases the probability or severity of a loss. A peril is the actual cause of loss, like fire or wind. Question 6. Boycott, coercion, and intimidation are unfair trade practices that involve Option A. Competitive pricing. Option B. Using threats or force to affect insurance transactions or restrain competition. Option C. Fair negotiation. Option D. Offering multiple quotes. The correct answer is option A. Competitive pricing. Unfair methods of competition include coercive tactics. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 7. The cross-liability coverage under separation of insureds. Option A. Prohibits suits between insureds. Option B. Allows one insured to sue another insured under the policy, subject to exclusions. Option C. Eliminates all coverage. Option D. Only applies to individuals. The correct answer is option B. Allows one insured to sue another insured under the policy, subject to exclusions. Cross-liability means the policy covers claims by one insured against another insured. Question 8. The last clear chance doctrine allows a plaintiff to recover despite contributory negligence if Option A. The plaintiff was not negligent. Option B. The defendant had the last opportunity to avoid the accident and failed to do so. Option C. The plaintiff had insurance. Option D. The defendant was not negligent. The correct answer is option D. The defendant was not negligent. Last clear chance is an exception to contributory negligence when the defendant could have prevented the injury. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 9. Aftermarket parts in auto repair are Option A. Always OEM parts. Option B. Parts not made by the original manufacturer, which may be used in repairs. Option C. Always lower quality. Option D. Not allowed by insurers. The correct answer is option A. Always OEM parts. Aftermarket, non-OEM, parts may be used in repairs to control costs. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 10. The parole evidence rule in insurance means Option A. Oral agreements can change the written policy. Option B. The written policy is the complete agreement. Prior oral statements cannot contradict it. Option C. Only oral agreements are binding. Option D. The policy is not binding. The correct answer is option C. Only oral agreements are binding. Parole evidence rule protects the integrity of the written contract. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 11. The doctrine of contra preferentum means Option A. Ambiguities are interpreted in favor of the party who drafted the contract. Option B. Ambiguities are interpreted against the party who drafted the contract, the insurer. Option C. Both parties share equally. Option D. the contract is void. The correct answer is option B. Ambiguities are interpreted against the party who drafted the contract, the insurer. Ambiguous policy language is construed against the insurer. Question 12. Stacking of UIM coverage means. Option A, combining multiple policies or vehicles to increase available coverage limits. Option B, reducing coverage limits. Option C, canceling duplicate coverage. Option D, only using one policy. The correct answer is option A, combining multiple policies or vehicles to increase available coverage limits. Stacking allows the insured to combine limits from multiple policies or vehicles. Question 13. Workers' compensation provides. Option A, liability coverage for the employer. Option B, medical and wage loss benefits to employees for work-related injuries, regardless of fault. Option C, only medical benefits. Option D, only death benefits. The correct answer is option A, liability coverage for the employer. Workers' comp is a no-fault system for work injuries. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 14. The concept of utmost good faith requires that both the insurer and the insured. Option A, split commissions equally. Option B, disclose all material facts honestly. Option C, share the cost of all losses equally. Option D, pay premiums on a monthly basis. The correct answer is option A, split commissions equally. Insurance contracts are uberami fide, utmost good faith, meaning both parties must fully disclose all relevant information. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 15. The National Association of Insurance Commissioners, NAIC, option A, is a federal regulatory agency. Option B, drafts model insurance laws and regulations for state adoption. Option C, sells insurance to the public. Option D, is an insurance company. The correct answer is option D, is an insurance company. The NAIC is an organization of state insurance regulators that develops model laws and standards. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 16. The products recall exclusion in the CGL excludes. Option A, all product-related claims. Option B, the cost to recall, repair, or replace defective products. Option C, only food products. Option D, only automotive products. The correct answer is option B, the cost to recall, repair, or replace defective products. Recall costs are excluded, separate recall insurance may be available. Question 17. A named non-owner auto policy covers. Option A, the named insured's owned vehicles. Option B, liability for a person who does not own a vehicle. Option C, physical damage to all vehicles. Option D, only rental cars. The correct answer is option B, liability for a person who does not own a vehicle. Non-owner policies provide liability coverage for drivers without their own vehicles. Question 18. The fellow employee exclusion in a PAP excludes coverage for. Option A, injuries to passengers. Option B, injuries to fellow employees in the course of employment, covered by workers' compensation. Option C, all employee injuries. Option D, family member injuries. The correct answer is option C, all employee injuries. Injuries to coworkers in the course of employment are excluded because workers' compensation applies. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 19. An equipment dealer's coverage form covers. Option A, real estate only. Option B, mobile equipment and inventory of equipment dealers. Option C, buildings. Option D, liability. The correct answer is option B, mobile equipment and inventory of equipment dealers. Equipment dealers' forms cover the stock of equipment dealers, often on an open perils basis. Question 20. Employment Practices Liability Insurance, EPLI, covers claims of. Option A, physical injuries. Option B, discrimination, wrongful termination, and harassment. Option C, property damage. Option D, automobile accidents. The correct answer is option B, discrimination, wrongful termination, and harassment. EPLI covers employment-related claims such as discrimination, harassment, and wrongful termination. Question 21. Functional replacement cost is. Option A, replacement with identical materials. Option B, replacement with modern, functionally equivalent materials. Option C, the same as market value. Option D, actual cash value. The correct answer is option C, the same as market value. Functional replacement cost allows for repair or replacement with modern materials that serve the same function. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 22. The salvage value of a totaled vehicle. Option A, belongs to the insured. Option B, belongs to the insurer after they pay the total loss settlement. Option C, is discarded. Option D, is donated to charity. The correct answer is option B, belongs to the insurer after they pay the total loss settlement. The insurer takes possession of the salvage and deducts its value from the settlement. Question 23. The causes of loss, broad form adds which perils to the basic form? Option A, flood and earthquake. Option B, water damage, collapse, and falling objects. Option C, all perils. Option D, no additional perils. The correct answer is option D, no additional perils. The broad form adds perils like water damage, collapse, falling objects, and weight of ice/snow. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 24. The business auto coverage form uses symbols to designate. Option A, premium amounts. Option B, which autos are covered. Option C, deductible amounts. Option D, policy limits. The correct answer is option A, premium amounts. Covered auto designation symbols define which vehicles are insured. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 25. Under pro rata liability, if two policies each have a $100,000 limit and a $100,000 loss occurs, each pays. Option A, $100,000. Option B, $50,000. Option C, $25,000. Option D, $0. The correct answer is option C, $25,000. Each policy pays its proportion, $100,000/$200,000 equals 50% of the loss each equals $50,000. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 26. An admitted insurer is, option A, not licensed in the state. Option B, licensed and authorized to do business in the state. Option C, always a foreign insurer. Option D, always a domestic insurer. The correct answer is option C, always a foreign insurer. Admitted insurers are licensed by the state insurance department. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 27. Host liquor liability under a homeowner's policy. Option A, covers a business serving alcohol. Option B, covers the insured who serves alcohol to guests at a social event, not a business. Option C, excludes all alcohol-related claims. Option D, requires a separate policy. The correct answer is option A, covers a business serving alcohol. Host liquor liability covers social hosts, not those in the business of selling alcohol. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 28. The HO4 policy is designed for. Option A, homeowners. Option B, condominium owners. Option C, renters, tenants. Option D, mobile homeowners. The correct answer is option D, mobile homeowners. HO4, or renters form, covers a tenant's personal property and provides liability coverage. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 29. The term salvage and property insurance refers to. Option A, the total loss of property. Option B, damaged property taken by the insurer after paying a claim to reduce the loss. Option C, the insured's deductible. Option D, the premium payment. The correct answer is option D, the premium payment. Salvage is damaged property the insurer takes possession of to reduce the net cost of a claim. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 30. The PAP's automatic termination provision terminates coverage. Option A, at the end of the policy period. Option B, when the insured obtains other insurance on the covered auto. Option C, when the premium is paid. Option D, at the agent's discretion. The correct answer is option D, at the agent's discretion. If the insured obtains other insurance on a covered auto, the PAP automatically terminates on the effective date of the new policy. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 31. An insurance producer, agent/broker, must be licensed. Option A, only in their home state. Option B, in the state where they transact insurance. Option C, only if they sell life insurance. Option D, by the federal government. The correct answer is option D, by the federal government. Producers must be licensed in each state where they do business. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 32. Trailer interchange coverage covers. Option A, owned trailers only. Option B, non-owned trailers being used under a trailer interchange agreement. Option C, only rented trailers. Option D, only permanently attached trailers. The correct answer is option B, non-owned trailers being used under a trailer interchange agreement. Trailer interchange covers physical damage to trailers of others in the insured's possession. Question 33. Flood coverage for a homeowner is available through. Option A, standard homeowners policies. Option B, the National Flood Insurance Program, NFIP, or private flood insurers. Option C, only FEMA grants. Option D, automatically with mortgage. The correct answer is option D, automatically with mortgage. Flood is excluded from standard policies and requires separate NFIP or private coverage. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 34. Redlining in insurances. Option A, drawing lines on a map. Option B, unfairly discriminating based on geographic location, often along racial or ethnic lines. Option C, illegal underwriting practice. Option D, offering discounts in certain areas. The correct answer is option D, offering discounts in certain areas. Redlining is an illegal discriminatory practice. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 35. An arbitration clause in an insurance policy. Option A, requires litigation. Option B, requires disputes to be resolved by a neutral third party outside of court. Option C, is optional. Option D, has no legal effect. The correct answer is option D, has no legal effect. Arbitration is binding and avoids court proceedings. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 36. Completed operations coverage under a CGL covers. Option A, work in progress. Option B, bodily injury or property damage from work that has been completed by the insured. Option C, only construction. Option D, only manufacturing. The correct answer is option A, work in progress. Completed operations covers liability for the insured's finished work. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 37. The insuring agreement in a property policy. Option A, lists exclusions. Option B, states the insurer's promise to pay for covered losses. Option C, defines policy conditions. Option D, lists the insured's duties. The correct answer is option B, states the insurer's promise to pay for covered losses. The insuring agreement is the core of the policy, outlining the scope of coverage and what the insurer agrees to do. Question 38. Collision coverage in a PAP is typically written with option A, no deductible. Option B, a deductible selected by the insured. Option C, a mandatory $1,000 deductible. Option D, a percentage deductible. The correct answer is option D, a percentage deductible. Collision coverage usually has a deductible chosen by the insured. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 39. The replacement cost endorsement for personal property. Option A, pays actual cash value. Option B, pays the cost to replace without deducting for depreciation. Option C, pays agreed value. Option D, pays market value. The correct answer is option B, pays the cost to replace without deducting for depreciation. Replacement cost on contents removes depreciation from the settlement. Question 40. Comprehensive, other than collision, coverage pays for. Option A, collision with another vehicle. Option B, fire, theft, vandalism, falling objects, and contact with animals. Option C, upset only. Option D, liability. The correct answer is option C, upset only. Comprehensive covers non-collision losses. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 41. The commercial auto policy's limit of insurance section states. Option A, unlimited coverage. Option B, the limits shown are the maximum payable regardless of the number of vehicles, insureds, or claims. Option C, per vehicle limits only. Option D, no aggregate limit. The correct answer is option A, unlimited coverage. The limit is the maximum payable per occurrence. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 42. The PAP's no benefit to Bailey provision means. Option A, a Bailey has no coverage under the policy. Option B, the policy does not benefit a Bailey for loss to the vehicle while in their custody. Option C, Baileys are automatically covered. Option D, Baileys pay the premium. The correct answer is option B, the policy does not benefit a Bailey for loss to the vehicle while in their custody. This provision prevents auto repair shops and similar businesses from benefiting from the owner's policy. Question 43. Liberalization clause in a policy means. Option A, the insurer can reduce coverage. Option B, if the insurer broadens coverage without additional premium, existing policies automatically receive the benefit. Option C, the insured can cancel. Option D, premiums increase. The correct answer is option A, the insurer can reduce coverage. Liberalization automatically extends improvements. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 44. The risk-based capital requirements for insurers. Option A, have no effect. Option B, require insurers to maintain capital proportional to their risk exposure. Option C, reduce capital requirements. Option D, only apply to life insurers. The correct answer is option B, require insurers to maintain capital proportional to their risk exposure. RBC ensures insurers have adequate capital to support their risk. Question 45. The general aggregate limit in a CGL policy. Option A, only applies to premises claims. Option B, caps the total payout for all covered claims except products completed operations. Option C, is unlimited. Option D, applies per occurrence. The correct answer is option D, applies per occurrence. The general aggregate is the maximum for all non-products claims. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 46. The CGL policies, medical payments, coverage. Option A, requires proof of negligence. Option B, pays reasonable medical expenses for injuries on the insured's premises regardless of fault. Option C, covers the insured's own injuries. Option D, covers employees. The correct answer is option D, covers employees. MedPay is no-fault coverage for injuries to others. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 47. General damages compensate for. Option A, measurable financial losses. Option B, non-economic losses such as pain and suffering. Option C, medical expenses. Option D, property damage. The correct answer is option C, medical expenses. General damages are intangible, non-economic losses not easily quantified. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 48. Other than collision, comprehensive coverage covers. Option A, collision with another vehicle. Option B, losses such as fire, theft, vandalism, falling objects, and contact with animals. Option C, upset of the vehicle. Option D, liability for injuries to others. The correct answer is option D, liability for injuries to others. Comprehensive covers non-collision losses. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 49. A dram shop law imposes liability on. Option A, the intoxicated person only. Option B, establishments that serve alcohol to visibly intoxicated persons or minors who then cause injury. Option C, only the manufacturer. Option D, only the driver. The correct answer is option D, only the driver. Dram shop laws hold alcohol vendors liable for injuries caused by their intoxicated patrons. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 50. The aircraft, auto, or watercraft exclusion in the CGL excludes. Option A, all vehicles. Option B, bodily injury and property damage from the use of aircraft, autos, and certain watercraft, covered by other policies. Option C, only commercial vehicles. Option D, only aircraft. The correct answer is option B, bodily injury and property damage from the use of aircraft, autos, and certain watercraft, covered by other policies. These exposures are typically insured under separate policies: auto, aviation, marine. Question 51. Part C of a PAP provides. Option A, liability coverage. Option B, medical payments coverage. Option C, uninsured/underinsured motorist coverage. Option D, physical damage coverage. The correct answer is option A, liability coverage. Part C is uninsured/underinsured motorist coverage. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 52. An occurrence CGL policy covers claims based on. Option A, when the claim is made. Option B, when the injury or damage occurred. Option C, when the policy was purchased. Option D, when the premium was paid. The correct answer is option D, when the premium was paid. Occurrence policies cover injury or damage occurring during the policy period. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 53. The CGL policy's separation of insureds condition. Option A, combines all insureds into one. Option B, applies the policy separately to each insured, as if each had their own policy. Option C, separates the policy into parts. Option D, eliminates cross-liability coverage. The correct answer is option A, combines all insureds into one. Severability ensures one insured's breach does not void coverage for other insureds. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 54. Legal liability garagekeeper's coverage pays. Option A, regardless of fault. Option B, only if the garage is legally liable for the damage. Option C, for all losses. Option D, excess over other insurance. The correct answer is option D, excess over other insurance. Legal liability coverage requires proof of the garage's negligence. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 55. A scheduled personal property endorsement floater. Option A, reduces coverage for valuables. Option B, provides broader coverage and higher limits for specifically listed valuables, jewelry, art. Option C, has no effect. Option D, cancels the policy. The correct answer is option A, reduces coverage for valuables. Scheduled property floaters provide open perils coverage for listed items. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 56. The damage to property exclusion in the CGL excludes. Option A, all property damage. Option B, damage to the insured's own work, with exceptions, and property in the insured's care, custody, or control. Option C, only damage to buildings. Option D, only damage to personal property. The correct answer is option D, only damage to personal property. The your work and care, custody, or control exclusions apply. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 57. The person or entity entitled to receive the policy proceeds upon the death of the insured is the option A insurer, option B policyholder, option C beneficiary, option D agent. The correct answer is option C, beneficiary. The beneficiary is designated to receive the policy proceeds. Question 58. A commercial condominium unit owner's form is similar to option A HO 3, option B HO 6, option C HO 4, option D DP1. The correct answer is option A, HO 3. Commercial condo coverage is analogous to the HO 6 for residential condominiums. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 59. A monthly limit of indemnity in business income coverage. Option A caps the monthly payment regardless of actual loss. Option B limits recovery to a specified fraction of the total limit per month. Option C has no effect. Option D increases coverage. The correct answer is option B, limits recovery to a specified fraction of the total limit per month. The monthly limit restricts the amount payable in any one month, spreading the coverage over a longer period. Question 60. Workers' compensation is governed by option A federal law exclusively, option B state laws with some federal oversight, option C the NAIC, option D individual employer policies. The correct answer is option B, state laws with some federal oversight. Workers' compensation is primarily state-regulated with some federal programs. Question 61. The self-insured retention, SIR, under an umbrella policy, option A, is the same as a deductible, option B, is the amount the insured pays before the umbrella responds when the loss is not covered by underlying insurance, option C, is paid by the insurer, option D, is refundable. The correct answer is option A, is the same as a deductible. SIR applies to losses covered by the umbrella but not by underlying insurance. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 62. Supplementary payments in a liability policy cover. Option A, the full judgment amount. Option B, additional costs like court costs, attorney fees, and bond premiums in addition to the liability limit. Option C, the deductible. Option D, the premium. The correct answer is option A, the full judgment amount. Supplementary payments are made in addition to the liability limits. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 63. A consent to settle clause in a liability policy. Option A allows the insurer to settle without the insured's consent. Option B requires the insurer to obtain the insured's consent before settling a claim. Option C prevents all settlements. Option D allows the insured to demand settlement. The correct answer is option C, prevents all settlements. Some policies require the insured's consent to settle, protecting the insured's reputation. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 64. Bad faith in insurance claims handling means. Option A, making an honest mistake. Option B, unreasonably denying or delaying payment of a valid claim. Option C, denying a claim with a valid basis. Option D, prompt payment. The correct answer is option B, unreasonably denying or delaying payment of a valid claim. Bad faith can result in extra-contractual damages against the insurer. Question 65. Prior acts coverage in a claims-made policy. Option A, covers only future occurrences. Option B, provides coverage for occurrences before the policy's effective date back to the retroactive date. Option C, has no coverage. Option D, only applies to intentional acts. The correct answer is option D, only applies to intentional acts. Prior acts coverage applies to occurrences between the retroactive date and policy inception. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 66. Medical payments coverage in a CGL policy. Option A, requires proof of negligence. Option B, pays medical expenses for injuries on the insured's premises or from operations, regardless of fault. Option C, pays the insured's own medical bills. Option D, covers employees. The correct answer is option C, pays the insured's own medical bills. Medical payments coverage is no-fault coverage for injuries to others on the premises. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 67. The each occurrence limit in a CGL policy. Option A, is the annual maximum. Option B, is the maximum payable for all damages from a single occurrence. Option C, applies to all occurrences combined. Option D, is the same as the aggregate. The correct answer is option A, is the annual maximum. The per occurrence limit caps payment for any one loss event. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 68. The fellow employee exclusion in a commercial auto policy excludes, option A, all employee injuries, option B, injuries to fellow employees in the course of employment, option C, only management injuries, option D, only non-employee injuries. The correct answer is option A, all employee injuries. This exclusion prevents duplication with workers' compensation. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 69. An State Route 22 filing is, option A, a type of insurance policy, option B, a certificate of financial responsibility filed with the state, often required for high-risk drivers, option C, an accident report, option D, a vehicle registration form. The correct answer is option B, a certificate of financial responsibility filed with the state, often required for high-risk drivers. State Route 22 is proof of financial responsibility filed by the insurer on behalf of the insured. Question 70. Under the PAP, your covered auto does not include, option A, a vehicle listed on the declarations, option B, a vehicle furnished or available for the named insured's regular use, option C, a newly acquired auto, option D, a temporary substitute auto. The correct answer is option A, a vehicle listed on the declarations. Vehicles available for regular use are excluded from the definition of covered auto. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 71. Coverage B of a homeowner's policy covers, option A, the dwelling, option B, other structures, detached from the dwelling, option C, personal property, option D, liability. The correct answer is option B, other structures, detached from the dwelling. Coverage B covers other structures on the premises that are not attached to the dwelling, such as detached garages or sheds. Question 72. A drive-in camp or restaurant exclusion in a commercial auto policy excludes, option A, all restaurants, option B, liability for serving food to customers in vehicles, option C, only fast food, option D, only coffee shops. The correct answer is option A, all restaurants. This exclusion may apply to businesses where customers are served in their vehicles. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 73. The legal term for voluntarily giving up a known right is, option A, estoppel, option B, waiver, option C, subrogation, option D, indemnity. The correct answer is option C, subrogation. Waiver is the voluntary relinquishment of a known right. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 74. Experience rating in commercial auto insurance. Option A uses only the insured's past loss experience to modify the premium. Option B has no impact on premium. Option C is only for new businesses. Option D guarantees lower premiums. The correct answer is option D, guarantees lower premiums. Experience rating adjusts premiums based on the insured's actual loss history. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 75. The named insured in a PAP includes, option A, only the person listed on the declarations, option B, the person listed and their spouse if residing in the same household, option C, all household members, option D, only the vehicle owner. The correct answer is option D, only the vehicle owner. The named insured includes the listed individual and their resident spouse. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 76. Diminution of value claims seek to recover, option A, the full replacement cost, option B, the reduction in a vehicle's market value after repair from an accident, option C, medical expenses, option D, the deductible. The correct answer is option C, medical expenses. Diminution of value is the difference between pre-accident and post-repair market value. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 77. The damage to your work exclusion in the CGL excludes, option A, all completed work, option B, property damage to the insured's completed work arising from the work itself, option C, only construction work, option D, only manufacturing work. The correct answer is option A, all completed work. Faulty workmanship is generally excluded, but damage to other property resulting from the faulty work may be covered. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 78. The actual cash value settlement for a vehicle is, option A, replacement cost, option B, the pre-loss market value, considering depreciation, option C, the original purchase price, option D, the loan balance. The correct answer is option D, the loan balance. ACV is replacement cost minus depreciation. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 79. Compensatory damages include, option A, only punitive amounts, option B, both special damages, economic, and general damages, non-economic, option C, only pain and suffering, option D, only medical bills. The correct answer is option B, both special damages, economic, and general damages, non-economic. Compensatory damages include both economic, medical bills, lost wages, and non-economic, pain and suffering, losses. Question 80. A deductible in an insurance policy is: Option A, the premium paid by the insured. Option B, the amount the insured must pay out of pocket before the insurer pays. Option C, the maximum amount the insurer will pay. Option D, the agent's commission. The correct answer is option D, the agent's commission. A deductible is the portion of a loss that the insured bears before insurance coverage applies. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 81. An insurance commissioner, director/superintendent, is responsible for: Option A, selling insurance. Option B, enforcing state insurance laws and regulations. Option C, setting all insurance rates. Option D, writing model laws. The correct answer is option A, selling insurance. The commissioner enforces laws, licenses companies and agents, and oversees market conduct. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 82. Ordinance or law coverage in a commercial property policy can cover: Option A, no building code upgrades. Option B, the increased cost of complying with building codes after a loss, coverage A, B, and C. Option C, only demolition costs. Option D, only legal fees. The correct answer is option D, only legal fees. Ordinance or law coverage includes demolition, increased cost of construction, and loss to the undamaged portion. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 83. Garage coverage form, dealers, includes: Option A, only liability. Option B, liability, garage keepers, and physical damage coverage for dealer vehicles. Option C, only physical damage. Option D, only workers' compensation. The correct answer is option D, only workers' compensation. The garage form provides a package of liability, physical damage, and garage keepers coverage. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 84. A commercial articles coverage form, inland marine, covers: Option A, real estate. Option B, scheduled, high-value items such as fine arts, jewelry, and cameras. Option C, automobiles. Option D, inventory only. The correct answer is option A, real estate. Commercial articles floaters cover scheduled items of high value. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 85. Directors and officers, D&O, liability insurance covers: Option A, the corporation's physical assets. Option B, wrongful acts of directors and officers in their management of the company. Option C, employee injuries. Option D, automobile accidents. The correct answer is option A, the corporation's physical assets. D&O insurance protects directors and officers from claims alleging mismanagement. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 86. An intervening cause in negligence. Option A, has no effect on liability. Option B, breaks the chain of causation, potentially relieving the original negligent party of liability. Option C, always increases liability. Option D, is the same as proximate cause. The correct answer is option A, has no effect on liability. An intervening cause may be a superseding cause that relieves the original actor of liability. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 87. Water damage from a burst pipe is generally covered under homeowners policies because: Option A, it is considered flood damage. Option B, it is sudden and accidental, not a gradual leak. Option C, all water damage is covered. Option D, it is excluded. The correct answer is option C, all water damage is covered. Sudden and accidental water discharge from plumbing is covered, gradual leakage and seepage are typically excluded. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 88. Cargo coverage in a trucker's policy covers: Option A, the truck itself. Option B, goods being transported that belong to others. Option C, the driver's personal items. Option D, the trailer only. The correct answer is option C, the driver's personal items. Motor truck cargo covers the carrier's liability for damage to cargo. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 89. A building and personal property coverage form covers: Option A, liability only. Option B, buildings, business personal property, and personal property of others. Option C, automobiles. Option D, workers' compensation. The correct answer is option A, liability only. The BPP form covers direct physical loss to buildings and business personal property. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 90. Coverage D of a homeowner's policy covers: Option A, dwelling. Option B, other structures. Option C, personal property. Option D, loss of use, additional living expenses. The correct answer is option D, Loss of use, additional living expenses. Coverage D provides loss of use coverage, including additional living expenses and fair rental value. Question 91. The retroactive date in a claims-made CGL, option A, has no significance. Option B excludes claims from occurrences before that date. Option C extends coverage. Option D is the policy effective date. The correct answer is option C, extends coverage. The retroactive date limits coverage to occurrences on or after that date. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 92. The subrogation provision in a PAP allows the insurer to, option A, cancel the policy. Option B, recover claim payments from a responsible third party. Option C, deny all claims. Option D, increase premiums. The correct answer is option D, increase premiums. Subrogation transfers the insured's recovery rights to the insurer. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 93. A non-admitted, unauthorized insurer, option A, is licensed in the state. Option B, is not licensed in the state but may write surplus lines coverage through licensed brokers. Option C, cannot write any coverage. Option D, is always an alien insurer. The correct answer is option B, is not licensed in the state but may write surplus lines coverage through licensed brokers. Non-admitted insurers are not licensed but may write surplus lines under specific conditions. Question 94. The CGL policy's other insurance clause for primary policies, option A, always provides excess coverage. Option B, typically provides pro rata sharing with other primary policies. Option C, provides no coverage. Option D, always provides primary coverage regardless. The correct answer is option A, always provides excess coverage. Primary CGL policies typically share on a pro rata basis with other primary insurance. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 95. A fleet auto policy typically provides, option A, coverage for a single vehicle. Option B, coverage for multiple vehicles under one policy, often with experience rating. Option C, only liability coverage. Option D, only physical damage coverage. The correct answer is option C, only liability coverage. Fleet policies cover multiple vehicles, typically 5+, under a single policy. In this rotation, C is correct. Question 96. A physical hazard is best described as, option A, dishonest behavior by the insured. Option B, a physical condition that increases the likelihood of a loss. Option C, carelessness or indifference to loss. Option D, legal conditions that increase loss frequency. The correct answer is option D, legal conditions that increase loss frequency. Physical hazards are tangible conditions like icy sidewalks or faulty wiring. In this rotation, D is correct. Question 97. The fire legal liability coverage in a CGL policy. Option A, covers all fire damage. Option B, covers damage to premises rented to the insured caused by the insured's negligence in starting a fire. Option C, covers only the insured's own property. Option D, is excluded. The correct answer is option B, covers damage to premises rented to the insured caused by the insured's negligence in starting a fire. Fire legal liability covers the insured's liability for fire damage to rented premises. Question 98. When a driver takes their eyes off the road to send a text message and causes an accident, the basis for the legal claim is most likely, option A, absolute liability. Option B, vicarious liability. Option C, negligence. Option D, no-fault liability. The correct answer is option C, negligence. Negligence is the failure to use the reasonable degree of care that an ordinary person would exercise under similar circumstances. Question 99. A minimum premium in a CGL policy, option A, is the maximum payable. Option B, is the least premium charged regardless of exposure. Option C, has no effect. Option D, is refundable. The correct answer is option A, is the maximum payable. Minimum premium ensures the insurer covers its costs regardless of low exposure. In this rotation, A is correct. Question 100. The Federal Employers Liability Act, FELA, covers, option A, railroad workers. Option B, seamen. Option C, federal employees. Option D, minors. The correct answer is option B, seamen. FELA provides a negligence-based compensation system for railroad workers. In this rotation, B is correct.